It's a venue in a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. On the Ravens sideline, a look at their head coach. His guys continuing to play at a high level, and they've won 7 of their last 9. Leading the opposing sideline, that's Packers head coach Matt LaFleur. His side likewise the #1 team in their conference. So as of right now, this is your odds-on favorite to be the Super Bowl matchup. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They're led out by the 4th-year pro from Liberty, Malik Willis.
I know quarterbacks of this ilk sure excite their teammates. They love to see his explosion and that speed come to life. I also know this, Kate, the defensive coordinator on the other side, he did not sleep good all week long, knowing he could do everything right, have the right call. That QB speed is a difference maker.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Looking from the gun, it's Willis. Into the hands of Romeo Doubs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
15 more yards. That's another Packers first down.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They go play action. Here's Willis. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw, here's Willis. And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
You know, we love to talk about corners, those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long. McManus sends it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A win is a win for him. Whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and just 2 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Trying to get it with the option. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. So that's going to bring up 4th down. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. An offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Ready, steady.
Throwing on 1st down, Willis. Cut down the field, Golden. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. That's Odafe Owe with a stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Here's Willis to the air. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Packers 1st down.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They stick with Jacobs. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. And they're going to throw out of the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. 7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. There's a dive up the middle. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. They're going to throw for it on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
18. That's another Packers 1st down.
From the red zone now. He's got it.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Nearly an interception on that play, and that forces them to 4th and goal. McManus sends it through, and another field goal makes it 6-0 for them.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
McManus to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And the NFL rushing title within his grasp as we enter the penultimate week. He sits atop the league in yards. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the pistol, Henry. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. Third and long, they're going to throw. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Our score, 6-0. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. The toss now to Henry. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Well, you've been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Would have been a tough 54-yard field goal, so instead they're keeping the offense out there on 4th down. Lamar's going to keep this one. Has a hole left, room to run. He does it, touchdown Baltimore! The Ravens tie and can take the lead here in the second. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Loop tacks on the extra point, and they'll take the lead.
Ravens 7, Packers 6.
All set up. Here's Loop to kick it away. Corey Ballantyne to return this. Things going well so far. A field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. Willis looking to throw. This is Reed working the right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Let's go.
A play fake now, Willis to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready.
From the red zone on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to hit Josh Jacobs out of the backfield. And it's going to be 2nd down. Here's Willis. Cut near the goal line. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Jacobs takes it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers push their lead to 6.
Packers 13, Ravens 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
The Ravens send Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. Second among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First down. A gain of 13
Well, more
yards.
often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
It's Henry on the counter. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Pistol snap to Jackson. Finds him on the slant. And they will face a 3rd down here, Brock, but not by much. Good effort to challenge for it. He reaches the 43. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Turning to Henry on 3rd. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Offense is staying out there, and they're ready to go for it on 4th down. Jackson keeping it himself. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. So 1st down from the 41.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Lamar's going to keep this one. Still has some space inside the 35. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Lamar now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal, Baltimore.
Here's Lamar. Chased out to his right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with it.
Pressure off left, and it's blocked. And he's drugged down. It was a long shot after the block anyway, and they're unable to add anything on top of that touchdown. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Nixon now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone.
Ready.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
It's complete to Reed, out left. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. Now, Brock, things are dead even as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from the frozen tundra of Lambeau coming up. 1st and 10 from the 43. Shotgun snap now to Willis. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 60 Eagles.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
60 by 60. Go.
Willis now, 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Completes this one to Kraft. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Packers send out their punting unit. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Blitz coming here. Jackson finds him over the middle. Space past the 35. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
1st and 10 at the 49.
First down. Here's Lamar. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
First down, Ravens.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Jackson. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. Here's Luke for the point after. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick.
How many times do we get to the end of the game and we look back and go, geez, we never knew what was the defining play. Hey, listen, that was just 1 point. It seems small now, but more than likely in the end, that block and that single point could loom very, very large.
And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. They still have access to a pair of timeouts, a little time left as well, so points very much in play here. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, right?
Here's Willis to the air. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing on 1st down, Willis. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Ready?
Throw in is Willis. Forced out to his right. He can run it. Escapes a defender. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Now it's Brandon McManus to attempt this Packers field goal. The 13-year pro still doing what he does as he puts this through. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. LeJohntay Wester to return it. He dodged the tackle. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. It begins in Kansas City. The Chiefs at home to take on the Broncos in the AFC West. And this is Hollywood Brown. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Chiefs win their 2nd straight as they get the victory here. From there, it's up to Minneapolis. Let's look in on the Vikings. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And this is the former Packers star, Aaron Jones. He's got the rock, he's got some room, he's got speed. 39 yards for the touchdown. The Vikings get back to 500 at 8-8. They get the victory here in Week 17. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders taking on the Cowboys. And this is Jalen Tolbert. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Cowboys find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. With that, we'll show you the playoff picture in the NFC. Still lots to be decided as we speed towards a conclusion next week. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these 2 sides through 2 quarters. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
He'll hang on to it on the second down option. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4. Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
That time, well, the defense was all over it. Tremendous pursuit to knock him backwards.
Lester finds the football complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Lamar out of the pistol. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. Third down. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, okay? Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. Third and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
Ooh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. So that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
Packers getting set here. First and 10. Willis. Short pass brought in. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Jacobs running behind center. Now he danced away from one tackle, but not able to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
Taken down right at the line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hot 70, hot 70. Ready?
They go play action. Here's Willis. Rolling out to his left. Now here he goes. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Making the call himself. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. First and 10 from the 43.
First down.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
Here's Willis. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go. Here we go.
And play fake. Now Willis to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. On the run, deep down the left side. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
Brings up second.
Willis looking to throw. And he's got it. Had to lay out for it, but touchdown. The Packers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers take a 4-point lead.
23, Ravens 19. Brendan McManus to kick off for
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's Lamar. He'll set up the screen for Henry. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Jackson now on 3rd. Caught by Flowers. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Coach Matt LaFleur ushering his Packers offense back to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Willis to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Got it. Ready?
4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
Ready?
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Punting unit out now. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. He's got it. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. On 1st down, Jackson. Quick slant here, caught by Andrews. And he'll get it up to the 44. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his 2nd and inches. Jackson keeping it himself. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Another run for Henry. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Running once more with Henry. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. First down now, ball at the 33. Handoff headed right to Henry. Cuts back toward the middle, and he's bottled up quickly after just a yard. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
180.
Changing it up here, Jackson. Lester's got it. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down. Here's Tyler Loop in a high-pressure spot. From the left hash, 54 yards out. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And this will remain a 4-point game.
It's one of those game management situations, Kate, that people are going to question afterwards. 4th quarter, down by that margin. Yeah, you could question whether you even should have brought the field goal team out. Now with that miss, there's going to be even more criticism.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers keep their drive alive and reach Pater 1 play later. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Packers drive their lead to 11.
Packers 30, Ravens 19. Brendan McManus to
On now is McManus to kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of...
They're going to get to him, and what a shot! The football's out! And the Packers secure it. And Green Bay takes this one back for the touchdown. The Packers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy. A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers push their lead to 18.
Ravens 19. Brendan McManus.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. And bring a tight end in motion right. This is Henry on 2nd. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. First down, and they go right back to it. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. First down now, ball at the 33.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Play fake, Jackson. Finds him over the middle. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
13 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
From the red zone on first. That pass pulled in by Henry. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. This one's set up for Lamar. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Lamar now from the gun. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens make it an 11-point ball game.
Ravens 26.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Flush down now to his left. That's incomplete left side. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down. Jacobs gets it on the draw. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Here we go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Running on first here with Jacobs. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Going run again with Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. Throwing on 1st down, Willis. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And this one doesn't go far. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
At the Ravens 17-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers getting closer to their 13th win of the season. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll run, Jacobs. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's a gain of 1 on 1st and goal. Now it's going to be 2nd and 5.
65,
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He rolls to his right. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Ready.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's 4 yards on the play, Brock, and now we've got ourselves a 4th and goal.
Ready.
They'll run for it, Jacobs. And he gets in, touchdown. The Packers have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Mm-hmm. McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers push their lead to 18.
44, Ravens 26. Brendan McManus to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Western on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Baltimore running its offense out now. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. From the gun, Jackson. Trying to push deep downfield. This is brought in at the 15. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens make it an 11-point ball game. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they've failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the 1st quarter, the 2nd quarter, 3rd quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the 4th.
So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.